So we shared a pretty awesome video with you guys, and then less than 24 hours we shared something we didn't want to share. We hoped we wouldn't have to share. And a lot happened in between those two posts that we want to share with you guys. Some really great times that we had while I was pregnant. And then
Not so great times.
yeah. So we're trying not to freak out. I started spotting last night. And this has happened before. It happened with Penelope and everything was okay. But we've also had a miscarriage before. And so like we've been on both sides. So we have an ultrasound today at 3:30 to see if everything's okay. I'm just really praying that it is. All right, guys, your first clue is on the table where you do school. Okay, so find that clue and then you read it, Liam.
See what you find the next clue that washings and dryers?
What does it say?
Dryers!
You'll find the next clue in the room that washes and dries.
What's in it? It's dryers! Oh, I found it too! Good job, your next clue is the room that...
Read it clearly.
The next clue is the room that cleans you. Bathroom! Bathroom! Here we come, bathroom! Tuesday. The final clue is also your treasure. You find it in the room where you sit, look at a wet.
Where you look at a rectangle.
Looking at a
Okay, where do you sit?
the couch.
There it is.
Okay, read it first. Read it out loud.
Find the treasure, but it's also a clue. You have these gifts, but you have guests. Hint. The big surprise is hint. It's in the name. Whoa.
You found the treasure, but it's also a clue. As you open these gifts, you will have another thing to guess, okay? So open them and then you have to guess one more thing.
Oh, I got candy. Baby, I got sugar baby. I got candy. Ooh, I got candy.
Yeah, Sour Patch
Okay, now this is for all of you guys.
Cry babies.
Okay, now you have to guess, Liam. Look at the names of those and you have to guess what the big surprise is.
What is that called?
Sugar baby. S&B.
What's the name of the one that that Penelope just dropped?
Names right in front of you. Chocolates.
Baby Ruth. My baby Ruth. And we are the mom. Hey, Ella. Oh, I can sugar baby.
What do you think that actually means?
Sugar. Sugar.
Liam.
A baby. You having a baby? Will you actually have? Let me off.
For real. Is that crazy? We're leaving right now to go to the appointment for the ultrasound, and I am just so nervous to even talk to the kids.
For a boy.
What are you looking up?
Names for a boy.
So you think we're having a boy?
After I'm gonna look up names for a girl.
Oh, okay.
After
After you look at this, so maybe you should come up with a list of boy and girl names and we can look through them. Could you do that?
Ooh, I finally found some.
Oh, cool.
Patrick Stubb, Joe Tahan.
Hey guys, the reason why we have to go to this appointment right now.
I know. Because you're pregnant.
Because we're worried that something's wrong with the baby. Okay? So I need you guys to be really brave for me and really good in the appointment, okay? If something's wrong with the baby and the baby went to Jesus, we're going to be okay.
Jesus can bring back the baby.
But if the baby is with Jesus, then we won't have the baby right now.
Mommy, but
We'll
when
have to-
Jesus comes to us, the baby will be here.
Yeah.
So that-
You guys want to go?
Yeah.
Alright. Jenna.
Congratulations, coming June 2021. Are you serious? That's cool. That's cool. You have to watch for the sudden ones with these two.
Slipping off of it. Sorry about that.
So we didn't really record much after this because it felt like it was just too much. We needed a little bit of privacy in that moment, and just it was hard to even
Focus on recording.
it was hard to focus on life at all, you know, let alone trying to record a vlog, which didn't seem appropriate or feasible. So we actually left the ultrasound place with a lot of mixed feelings. At first, when he found the heartbeat, like, we were so relieved. We were so excited. We were thinking, okay, this is great. This is just like the pregnancy with Penelope. We're good. I could tell he was acting a little off, which was scaring me, but I didn't really have a reason to feel like it was worrisome until I told us the heart rate of the baby, which was only 75 beats per minute, which a baby should be between 120 and 160. So that's like half, less than half. So that was really concerning. But then he told us, you know, like, we have our heartbeats much lower than that at times, and we're still alive. So he kind of gave us hope, and I don't know if he gave us hope because he didn't want to be the person to tell us, or if he truly thought that there was a chance, or what.
His big thing is only time will tell. We just have to.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can be done.
Yeah. And so he didn't really know, like, why it was happening or anything like that. So after we got done with the ultrasound, we went to my doctor, who does a lot of holistic, natural type of things. And I remember him telling me with Penelope that he has some things that can help, like slow down bleeding, things like that, which I know a lot of hospitals do too, but so we went there, and I was able to get into him, which is a miracle all in and of itself, because he's like booked 3 months out all the time. New patients are out a year. Like,
And the
he can't
place was
just
closing.
Yeah, and they were closing in 5 minutes. And so when he heard what was going on, then he told me he could fit me in for an appointment. So I talked to him, and he was really hopeful as well. Even though, you know, like, he didn't have an ultrasound right there or anything, but he was very positive and kept our hopes up, which was good. We needed that. So then we got the stuff we needed and we went home. And as soon as we got home, like, it just took a turn for the worst. And we thought at that time that we had miscarried, because it was really bad. Like, I lost a lot of blood. It was, pretty intense. It was pretty intense. And so we
ended up calling our midwife to let her know what was going on and see what we needed to do next for if this was what we were thinking, if we did end up miscarrying, if that's what was happening, or if it was just more blood, a blood clot, or anything like that. And from everything that we were telling and sending pictures, it was
they were
the
pretty
worst.
sure. So the next 2 days we pretty much, it was pretty much just awful. I felt really guilty, and I blamed myself a lot because we had the ultrasound 3 hours before the miscarriage, and it just felt like my body just shoved the baby out and just so the next 2 days it was pretty much just feeling that way. But I felt so awful. Like, I was cramping so bad. I pretty much just sat on the couch with a heating pad for the whole next day. And then the next morning, I tried to get up and do some things and felt so awful that by like 11 o'clock, I couldn't even stand up any longer. Like, I just sat down with the heating pad, and as long as I didn't move, I felt okay. But like, even just like getting up for a second, I would just have super sharp pains. And I was starting to get worried, and I was starting to get upset and angry that this was still happening when I felt like it should have been over. And it just felt like it was dragging on, and it was like I couldn't get over it because my body wouldn't let me, and I was already so mad at my body.
And of course, during this time, we're moving.
Yeah.
So
Trying to.
those 2 days, I pretty much just threw into work, get things done, get things packed, organizing, getting everything I can to do while she was sitting there, not being able to do anything, and kids kind of understanding what's going on. Liam understood, but Ella and Penelope not so much.
Yeah. When we told the kids, they actually did so much better than we thought they would.
Yeah.
When we told Liam that we were pregnant, he told us, I hope it's a boy or a girl, is what he told me. And I said, of course it's going to be a boy or a girl. Like, that's our only options.
I told him it could be a tree. It is 2020. Trying to make it a little bit more fun with it, but...
But he told me, he said, no, Mom, I hope it's not a distraction baby.
He remembered that we had lost one previously, and he was really wanting to make sure that everything was going to go well and according to plan. So yeah, it was hard to tell him.
I agree.
Yeah, so do I. That's why I look mad in videos when emotions are, they're there. They're real. It's not fun right now what we're doing.
So, they actually took it really well. They had only known for about less than a week.
Less than a week.
They had known for less than a week. So it was still really new to them. Liam had already started looking at baby boy names because he wanted a little brother so bad. I pulled up the computer because I let him get on my laptop, and he had a tab open that said baby boy names. It was so sweet.
Oh, that kid cares.
Anyway, so it turns out that I hadn't actually miscarried the baby yet, and so on the second night,
28th.
on the 28th, which is crazy that it was the 28th, but we miscarried our baby, and it was a baby, like you could tell, which gave us a lot of closure. It was really hard feeling like we weren't 100% sure, but we think it might have been, our baby. It gave us a lot of closure to see our baby.
It's very cool in a way to see just where the development was.
Yeah.
And it's
at 7 weeks, how much a baby looks like a baby. So the 28th, 7 years ago, we miscarried a baby at 14 weeks, a little boy. And then 7 years later, the exact same day.
We ended up miscarrying, and unfortunately we don't know boy or girl because it was just not far along enough yet. But in a way it's kind of nice to have it on the same day because you just get it all done at once. I know, I that's how my mind works, but it sucks.
So tonight, we went to my parents' house, and they have land, and they let us bury our little baby in the same place that we buried our last one. And it was really sweet. The kids put flowers. Oh, that was hard though.
Yeah, I'm ready for that yet. You should never have to bury a child.
It doesn't matter the age. Oh, we wanted that baby so bad on this earth. So it's been a really rough last couple of days. As far as healing physically, I feel like I'm back to normal now, which is a blessing. I was getting really frustrated. It felt like a wound on top of a wound. To not be feeling okay. But we have a lot to do this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we have a lot to pack up and move, which is a whole nother grieving process of leaving the first house we've owned. And
grieving, excited.
Yeah. Anyway, so we wanted to fill you guys in. I'm sorry that was really emotional.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be for the next year. Or 2 or 7. I don't know when it ends because we still have a hard time with our last one. Oh.
So, thank you guys.
Thank you for your prayers. I feel like those have helped so much.
It also helps to we sat here for, oh gosh, about 10 minutes just staring at the camera, not wanting to click. But it helps to get it off our chest and just kind of air how we feel.
Yeah.
So.
And your support means a lot. All
Thank
the
you for
comments,
listening.
I know that we didn't reply to them, but we read every one of them. And they mean so much to us. So thank you guys.